This video is not going to be a debate on the ethics of virtual currencies or microtransactions in gaming. I am not even going to bring up the fact that EA are kind of trying to do us dirty with the general shrinkage in size and quality in their packs for The Sims 4. This video is, however, a guide to using The Sims 3 store almost 15 years after the game came out for all my fellow Simmers that coveted the premium content we saw in 2010's LPs as kids and can now only afford as we are real life adults. So if you are ready to learn how to install Sims 3 store content or want to find out how to get free-ish Sims points and how to get the biggest bang for your buck with those points, then you are in the right place. But first, for anyone who may not know, The Sims 3 store is a website where official extra content for The Sims 3 can be purchased with a virtual currency called Sim Points. There is a boatload of content on this platform, from clothing, furniture and hairstyles, to themed venues, premium items which come with new gameplay, and even fully fleshed out worlds. So there are two main ways that you can get Sim Points to buy all of this cool stuff with. First, through the more traditional means of buying them on the EA App Store or Origin if anyone is still using that. You can buy them in bundles. I think I have purchased about 5,000 for £24, but that will of course vary depending on your region. But I managed to get crazy mileage out of that number in combination with the second way of getting points, which is redeeming them for quote-unquote free in the Sims 3 store. For this, you need to be logged into your account that is attached to your Sims 3 game. Then from the homepage, click on your screen name by the Sims 3 logo and head to My Store account. Here you should find an orange button which says redeem free points. Just press this as many times as you are able to until the button disappears, and there you go, you should have a bunch of points in your account now. As far as I understand, for every new expansion or maybe stuff pack you install on your account, you can get either 500 or 1,000 Sim points, and you should also get 1,000 points for registering your base game too. In my experience though, it seems a bit random in terms of how many points you'll get each time you press the button though. So they aren't of course 100% free, but if you're looking to buy a new pack or two anyway, these points are a nice bonus. I think that over this year, I have probably redeemed about 4,000 or 5,000 points, but maybe more. I lost track just a little bit. On Reddit, I saw some players saying that they were getting over 10,000 points through this method. So again, your mileage will vary depending on how much content you already have installed for your game. Okay, so now you have the points in your account, we want to make them go as far as possible because a lot of the store content can be expensive and I wouldn't recommend you buy any of it at full price if you can avoid it. There are two ways that we can do this. First, we have the sales section. The site is really exposing her age here, as you'll notice that sales should have ended in 2016, but evidently the platform isn't getting any love from EA now, so I'm assuming that these will never change until the platform shuts down. Here you'll find a few pages with random furniture and clothing sets and a few individual premium store items at a reduced price. A few of the standouts in my opinion here are the multi-tab, which lets your Sims listen to podcasts which give passive skill gains while doing other tasks, as well as some of the kids items like the toddler walker and baby swing. If you're a gardener, I definitely recommend grabbing the Swift Grow gardening station too, if you aren't planning on buying the Stone's Throw greenhouse venue, which comes with that premium item, I believe. Now, where I think you'll get way more variety in terms of discounted content is the daily deals section. On this page, every 2 hours-ish, an item or hairstyle or piece of premium content or entire venue may be on sale at a discounted price. Then it rotates to something new. To save you from obsessively checking this page while making sure that you don't miss any good deals, let me introduce you to your new Bible, the Daily Deals Spreadsheet, which of course will be linked in the video description. I of course want to credit the brothers in Sim Christ that created this amazing resource, but as far as I can tell, it was a community effort. However, a user named Zimph created the first thread about it back in September of 2014, 2014 on the Sims forums, and the newest and most up-to-date thread, as far as I can tell, was created by a user called Me1620 in December of 2015. They thank the creators listed on the screen here, including Zymph, for their previous work on the project. Now, this list contains every single one of the 977 daily deals, which appear in a rotation that takes around about 82 days to complete, and it lists exactly what day and time the deal will appear and how much it will be discounted for. It even organizes this information according to different time zones and gives an indication of whether a daily deal is a quote-unquote good price relative to other offerings which appear on the list. While 977 deals sounds like a lot, not everything on the store is able to be purchased through the daily deals tab. Most notably, the only store world which can be obtained via this page is the standard version of Sunlit Tides. There is a ton of information in this holy Google Doc, but the most important tab to navigate to is the current rotation page. Then you want to scroll down to or Control F to the item which says current next to it. This should correlate with the item which is currently on daily deal on the Sims 3 store. Here you want to look down the list and see what items or sets tickle your fancy, then note the date and time that it goes on sale. I'd literally write this in my calendar, and before you ask, yes, I did once wake up at like 2-3 a.m. to get a specific set that I was really hankering for. Then getting the item or venue or set for sale is as easy as logging into the Sims 3 store at the right time according to the spreadsheet and buying your item. So how do we do that? When you hit that shiny purchase button, the site should ask you if you'd like to download the piece straight away, in which case it will bring up your Sims 3 launcher. But if you're buying something while you're out and about, for example, you can find all your purchases by going back to the My Account page from earlier, looking at the sidebar and heading to Purchase History. Here you can see everything you've bought in the past and download it. Again, the site will ask for permission to open up the launcher, and once this is allowed, it will add the content to the Downloads tab on the launcher. Once this is done, simply tick the items that you want to add to your game, then hit the install button. Another tab will pop up which confirms when everything is installed, and then you're good to go. Again, the Sims 3 store is really showing its age here in a few different ways. Back when I was buying things back in March of this year, I had quite a few error pages pop up, and for some reason, the platform thought that I owned 2 additional venues than what I'd actually bought. They literally don't exist in my purchase history tab. However, I could download them and install them in my game. The Sims 3 store also seems to have some compatibility issues with the EA app. One issue I encountered with my Sims 3 store content comes when I would attempt to load a game in a store world, and I would get a message saying a serious error has occurred while loading the save name. Don't worry, I'll have a link to this fix if this happens to you, like how it did for me. The first time I saw this, I wanted to cry because I thought that my Monte Vista legacy save, which I was talking about in my last video, had been corrupted or something, but it turns out that my store content had just installed itself or gone bad. So if you're playing in any store worlds like Sunlit Tides, Midnight Hollow, or Lucky Palms, and you've encountered this issue, first check the installed tab on your Sims 3 game launcher to check if your worlds are actually still there. If they're not installed correctly, or if something's gone a bit wonky, it's likely that the store content icons will be replaced with little cardboard boxes. I believe this is an issue caused by the EA app specifically, and after digging through some forums, I found a fix which has worked for me. So again, it will be linked down below, as this explains it as simply as it can be, and it's really easy to understand, even if you don't feel super comfortable digging around in your game files. I think it would be really cool if we could turn this video into a hopefully even more useful tool for players in the future. So if you've encountered any issues with the Sims 3 store or the store content and have found fixes for them, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. And with that said, that is everything that I have for you guys today. Let us know some of your favorite store content in the comments down below, because I for one am always looking for new stuff to add to my game. But again, with that said, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again soon.